Officers carry AR-15s in the patrol vehicles with them, and obviously they need to make sure they are proficient in those, and they have to qualify at least once a year on this course that we're doing here today. They're also qualifying with any personally owned weapons that they may carry as a secondary gun, like a handgun. They obviously have to qualify with that too, make sure they're accurate with it, and the firearm has to be inspected by a departmental firearms instructor.
5 and 5?
Yep, 5 and 5.
Start on the right.
Yep. And then
do a
once you're done,
reload.
We're working as a department as a whole with all of our policies to become accredited through the Michigan Association of Chiefs of Police. What that means is basically we meet standards that are established by professionals in policing of what a professional organization looks like. Our response to resistance policy meets all those standards currently, and we're working to make sure all of our policies meet these standards. Part of that standard is you de-escalate the situation, and deadly force or use of a firearm is a last resort.
15 rounds, firing while moving. You'll go dry in the rifle.
Sometimes you come to a situation where it's very dangerous. Somebody's armed with a weapon, somebody's very agitated, and the officer's doing their best to try and talk low, talk calm, to bring the escalation back down, to actually have a conversation with the person that's being aggressive so that we don't have to use force on them.
On you.
Our response resistance policy has several levels of force. The first being just your officer presence. Just an officer being there is considered a level of force. That's all the way up to deadly force. Obviously, we want to stay down at officer presence, but as the situation escalates, sometimes we move to where we have to use hands-on to physically restrain somebody, to physically stop somebody from assaulting us or somebody else, all the way up to what we're training here for today is if we have to use deadly force, if they are a serious threat to my life, to another citizen's life, or another officer's life, that's the only time we're going to use deadly force. We train more than is required, more than is necessary, just in case that situation arises. Every officer here is a regular person. Their goal at the end of the day is to make sure everybody around them is safe and that they're safe, that they go home to their family each night. And they want the same for the citizens of the city as well. They want them to be able to go home to their family at night, and they're going to do what they need to do to keep people safe.